He's always on time. He never misses an appointment. Bovar is all state, and he's here to play. So we're going to see how Blue's able to do it as we hop into game number 1 here of 720 Polyshot versus Blue. And so far, 720, want to see that scythe action. You've been teaching me in the DMs. Let's see it in practice, because so far it looks like Blue's the only one finding all the hits. Okay, I like this turnaround from Blue. Tries to get the recovery here. You know you don't want to play with a hammer off stage. It'll take you to the kill box in a heartbeat. But 720, he said, one of the things he told me personally was, if you want to play with scythe, you got to play patient. But it looks like he's not even trying to play with it right now. He swapped right over to that orb. He's looking for those conversions. So far, it's looking like it worked out a little bit. He got a couple hits in, but not enough for it to really matter here. Throws the orb down to kind of cover the landing, picks it back up. Still looking for that blow, and he goes for a weapon throw that ends up trading kind of with a Sair from Blue, and that's definitely not what he wanted. The hammer Sair, way too much force behind that, was going to send you completely packing there, and Blue goes ahead and secures himself the first lead here of this set. Now granted, 720 still looking for that KO. You can see, ooh, wow, I like that immediate dash, jump, ground pound. Sets up for the edge guard and finds the unarmed D-like ground pound to answer back. This is what I like to see, showing me that scythe. It's better than I think it is, man. Let's take a look here. What I like that he goes for the 50-50. If you guys don't know about that 50-50, scythe, when it lands that side light, it can either dash forward and light or dash forward reverse and light, and that 50-50 will cover all of the dodge options. Like granted, I guess your opponent could just wake up, but most people don't there because they're not trying to take a whole lot of damage. So nice from 720 Polyshot to go ahead and do that. I like that. Goes for the reverse nair. Go ahead and send off stage, and the Sair as well. And this is exactly where you want your opponent to be, right in the corner, so you can keep them, one, pressured, but two, in a position where you can try to confirm the edge guard. Now granted, Blue is able to fight back here. Has a sword in hand, fights back with a Sair and a weapon throw. Beautiful dodge in place from 720. The weapon spawn happens to be in his favor as well. Send him back. Ooh, we got a little bit of the vortex. Tried to read a high defensive option there, but looks like Blue opts to go low. But now this is as close as it comes. Ooh, that doesn't hit. Wow, the shotgun barely missing. Neutral air is not going to KO. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is a little bit of, can't really call it scytheritis, right? It doesn't really roll off the tongue. That's what I'm saying. He's going unarmed here. He said, you know what? Screw the weapon, man. I was going to go for D-Light recovery or something. Nope. Got the scythe again. Down air. That's still not enough, man. That's what I'm about to say. Okay. Okay, yeah, he couldn't make it back there. I was a little scared there for a second. I thought he was going to be able to kind of touch the very lower corner, but now 720 Polyshot does have a lead. Not too much of a lead, but it's a lead that he's going to go ahead and try to extend as much as possible. The D-Light recovery is going to go ahead and tie things up. Got a very, very, very baby damage lead onto Blue, but we still running with it. Hold on. 720 going to go ahead and grab that orb now. We actually haven't seen a whole lot of orb come out of Polyshot in this game 1, but we get a little bit of a chance here to see. And so far, it's looking like Blue's sword kind of giving him a run for his troubles there. I love that down air into gravity cancel and light. That was likely a true combo there because I can't really see what other true conversion he could have gotten at that damage range. And so far, 720 Polyshot still just kind of keeping it pushing here. I love the whiff punish right there. Waits for the dodge and then kind of goes for a read on a dodge in, but it looks like Blue dodges up. He would have had to have covered that with like a neutral air or a neutral light or something like that. But Blue still fighting back here. Tries to push him in the corner. Goes for the reverse end light. You can see 720 Polyshot's playing a lot more patient here, waiting for Blue to whiff something. Sends him off stage, setting up for the edge guard. This could potentially be the scenario here. Goes for the ground pound. It doesn't hit Blue. Trying to get out the corner. Manages to squeak by, but still put back in that position. 720 Polyshot looking for that read. Can't find it. Has Blue exactly where he needs him, but he can't find the final blow, and Blue just does the ground pound. The scytheritis coming out in full effect, and Blue manages to steal just barely that game 1 from 720 Polyshot. It was looking good. It was looking great. He had Blue where he wanted him, but couldn't find the final blow. You could see the kind of sporadic gravity cancel signatures coming out like this shotgun right here, but it did not find the mark, and Blue just said, you know what, I'm gonna send you off stage. I know you don't have a dodge right now because you just gravity canceled, so I'm gonna put all the chips on this ground pound to secure game 1. But now we go into a different stage. This is Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla, you don't got to worry about not killing because everyone dies on Brawlhalla, baby. Brawlhalla does not discriminate. So with that being said, we're going to see if the smaller kill boxes tend to work in Polyshot's favor because it's a double-edged sword, man. You know, works equally as well for Polyshot as it does for Blue, and Hammer is not a weapon that is known for having a tough time finding the KOs. So Blue could easily be finding some early KOs here, but with that said, 720 Polyshot does have the damage lead, is looking for that blow. Can he find it here? Can't catch the landing from Blue, and that's been the tough part for Polyshot. He hasn't been able to catch these landings. He's been getting the hits in, but finding the landing usually is what converts into the KO, but he hasn't been able to catch it right there. I like that wake up with the neutral light, tries to throw out that SIG to catch Blue slipping, but if you count the amount of SIGs that 720 Polyshot has successfully been able to land, you very quickly realize, man, it's really not a lot, huh? Finds a KO with that orb down there. It's about time he was able to squeak one out here, but Blue, I mean, this is a small Brawlhalla, like I was saying before. If he picks up a hammer, look for stomps here, that's it. Oh, like some 720. Okay. Got Blue sweating a little bit. Couldn't find the follow-up there, but so far, this is still within pretty good range for Polyshot to potentially secure the game here. Now, granted, we were talking about that stomps here before. On this stage, definitely going to KO. On any other stage, Polyshot would have had at least 1 or 2 more attempts to make it back to the stage before reaching the KO box, but not here. Okay, Blue. Hit him with a little bit of left, right. Gotta play footsies. Side light, neutral light. That is the sword classic. 720 fighting back. I love that. You can throw out so many moves with Orb, like so many. You want to whiff punish? Well, you got to wait for this move, and then this move, and then this move, and then this move. Oh, you thought I was done? Oh, I got another one in the back as well. What a weird recovery coming out from 720 Polyshot, but he's hanging in there, going around the side. Okay, I like the neutral light coming out from Blue here. Goes for the end sig, and who knows, 720 might have been able to get a harsher punish there. There's quite a little bit of end lag on that signature from Bodvar, but he just kind of did the first thing that came to mind and said, you know what, I'll take the damage where I can before I lose the opportunity thinking about it. And honestly, I respect the play here. Still looking for the blow, though. This is it, right? Okay, unarmed recovery. Like, you got 2 weapons, but you got to find your KOs with unarmed recovery. The struggle is weird out here, man. Oh, speaking of unarmed, man. The haymaker coming out from Blue. Now, Blue and 720 Polyshot, I mean, this is an even game. Now, granted, weapon spawn right in the middle. 720 needs to pick it up. Blue just kind of lets him have it, honestly. I think he's saying, I feel more comfortable fighting against you with the weapon than the unarmed. But a lot of people can get tripped up by that. Sometimes the unarmed kind of adds this, like, X factor where you're like, bro, I'd rather you just have the weapon, and then we'll play off of that. But with that said, Polyshot in the corner here. Doesn't have a scythe. Using the orb to the best of their ability, but will it be enough? Slight damage deficit. Blue in the corner. Polyshot has the positioning. Side light. That's it. That's all you got. The side light. No Sair. Oh, man.
Oh, Blue's going to actually disarm himself there. That was not in a good spot, but he has the unarmed D-Light into the gravity cancel neutral heavy. The side heavy comes out. Polyshot still with... Oh! Blue, the side air, is it going to be enough to send? The weapon toss goes down. That's a big hit on that one. Blue is going to grab the victory. That was a sweater, though, towards the end. I was getting real nervous. I didn't know which way it was going to go.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel for 720 Polyshot, dude. I really do. Now that I've been playing Scythe for a week, I'm like, man, trying to watch him find these KOs is like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, I'm like, you're so close. You're so close, but you just can't squeak it out. But you gotta give credit to Blue, man. He makes it look easy.
I know you saw my reply. It was like sidelight recovery, or really just try praying. Praying might be your best option there, depending on what character you're playing. Probably prayer is going to be your best KO option. We're going back to small Brawlhalla here. Blue against 720 Polyshot. I saw Blue turn orange towards the end, and the one thing I was worried about is those signatures from Fate. You mentioned it earlier. Some of the most potent signatures, not even just on Scythe or Orb Legends, but in the entire game in terms of KO potential, usability, the amount of pure use cases you can use them in. So good.
Now, I mean... because that's the thing, like, the SIGs are so good from Fate, but 720, like, the ratio of SIG to hit conversion, oh my gosh, speaking of that
what
ratio,
was
dude.
that, man? Oh my gosh. What an easy punish for Blue there.
I want to say it's like 10%, dude. Like 720 throwing them out, but they ain't hitting. What you want for dinner?
He's gonna disarm himself like that. He's able to get over, grab the weapon spawn. Oh, the neutral signature coming basically out of nowhere.
When it hits, it doesn't KO. That has to feel bad, but the Sair, almost enough. You don't want to deal with that hammer off stage. I don't blame you. You want to threaten, you might go for the ground pound. Oh, man, almost got that recovery there. You didn't have a dodge either. I wonder if the Sair would have picked up.
The dare. Man, that dare sent him so far. You don't normally see that sending so far. That's how much damage has been built up on this stock. The dare from the hammer is easily going to KO off the top. Blue just barely in the lead here. He's already up 2 games. 720Polyshot has to find something. The possibility to even up the stocks is at least very real right now. You're seeing the D-lights coming out on the unarmed kit, expecting to follow up with a GC neutral heavy, maybe the recovery for the easier to hit option. Still hasn't found it. There's the falling side air to get the KO on the right side. Gonna have his choice of weapons. He doesn't even care about juggling, wants to secure that orb.
Let's see, can we get a lot of damage? Can we keep Blue in the corner here? Okay, now we're going to go for the starve. Keep him unarmed for a little bit. Nice, that's a nice catch. You can go for the chase dodge in there as well. Couldn't find it, but this is what we like to see. It's like moments like that where you get the dodge after an end light. Like you can really go crazy with the weapon, but see, like look at that. The entire string was phenomenal, and then the hit that would have KO'd is the one that didn't connect. Feels bad.
Oh, Polyshot's orange. Oh, the hammer comeback potential is always so high. But I was just about to say before Polyshot ended up getting that string that, like, okay, he's found a couple hits here and there. Nothing huge. We're not seeing, like, great sword level strings coming out. We're not seeing huge Qatar level strings coming out. But he was able to find that big string, even though the damage did start to maybe favor Blue just a little bit there towards the end in that one string he had on hammer. It didn't lead to a KO, so Polyshot finds himself in a pretty good spot here. Blue's kind of playing defensively. You're seeing him kind of stay away from Polyshot as much as he can, putting a lot of room between the two. Polyshot has no problem playing with that range as well, juggling with the double nairs.
Yeah, and Blue's like the player who, if he needs to slow things down, he's just gonna do it, you know? Like, there's no one better than you.
I feel like anybody who wants to be a commentator has to pay their dues by watching like old Blue sets from back in the day.
Yeah.
That is paying your dues.
Like, watch Blue before there was Dash.
I don't even want to think about those times.
Oh man, 720 needs the weapon. There we go. Has the orb. Has a pretty hefty damage lead that slowly became not hefty at all. 2 nairs from Hammer will do that to you. And a weapon throw from Blue. That neutralite was cheeky. I don't even know how he knew which direction to do that in. 720 was trying to play the left-right mix-up. Oh no, I'm getting scared for Polyshot again. I want him to at least get 1 game on the board. You know, make a little bit of a name for yourself with that, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, this set could be winding down here. Blue is still a little bit behind, but it's getting closer and closer. Neutralite is going to turn Polyshot orange. Oh, no! He dashes back, then goes for the sidelight into the bear. 720Polyshot behind in so many ways now. Also at the weapon disadvantage, Blue has the hammer. It seems like this is Blue's game to throw. Almost got the nair through that spot dodge. Polyshot had the clean dodge there.
That was like the weapon spawn from the gods there. And then he just throws it away. Are you going to do it unarmed or are you going to get D-Light recovered? Oh my gosh. He keeps gravity canceling.
Oh, he waited after that one, didn't immediately. And then he charges the side signature. He released it a little bit early, so he didn't sit there for the entire full charge time. The side air. He won last game with the side air. Almost. Oh, the nair, almost.
Gosh. He's going to kill him with weapon throws.
When is it going to happen?
I don't know.
I'm going to fall off my seat. I've been on the edge for so long. The side air from the wrong side of the stage. Nobody can close this game out. What's going on?
Somebody hit somebody. There we go. 720Polyshot's able to find the game-winning side air. But I think you, me, and everyone watching had absolutely no clue what was going to happen there.
The damage numbers, Flambeau, 617 to 602. Who is requiring more than 200 damage per stock to KO on Brawlhalla? Like, that hurts me to my core.
It's just like, some things Some things just shouldn't be, man. How did that happen? How did that happen? I mean, Polyshot, you know, Blessed B managed to find a game there. You know, we're going to game 4 here. He's not going to be a 3 and out. He's here to play, and he swapped over to the Mordex, who, you know, has, I don't want to say better SIGs than Fate, because I think they both have really amazing SIGs, but they do offer a different set of utility, and I think that's what Polyshot's going for here. Now, granted, he won't have the orb, but he will have the gauntlets, meaning he can go for D-Light into recovery, or also go for reads off of Sidelight.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing too much from the orb, especially there towards the end, that I was like really enthusiastic about. We were seeing some good stuff with the sight. That'll carry over here. Ooh, Blue is really starting this one right out of the gate. The neutral light's going to send Polyshot away, far enough away that Blue grabs the weapon spawn. You see the stomps coming out. You see the dares coming out. Blue's starting to swing for those KO moves. Polyshot now has the gauntlets in his hands.
Nice.
Oh! If he would have been a little bit more damage, it might have sent down into it, but there's the neutral signature coming out.
How do you get the KO? Looking for Ensig here. Ensig will KO at this damage range. He's able to kind of send... Oh, he threw the weapon there. He's trying to, like, send him further off stage with these weapon throws. He's been going for these, like, dash down SIGs unarmed off the stage quite a bit, and he's just, like, not it. Wow. He just kicked his ground pound.
Oh, my gosh. And it's still not enough to KO yet. And that's the interesting thing here is, like, Polyshot is taking a really long time to KO Blue, but Blue is also taking just as long to KO 720 Polyshot. It was a minute and a half into this game before that stock was taken. It seems like they just can't find the KO options or the efficient KO options where they need them. You'll see a hammer side air come out, but it's on the wrong side of the stage. You'll see a neutral sig come out, but it's too early in the stock to get a KO.
Man, 3 neutral. Oh, no, that was definitely meant to be a gravity cancel sidelight into the recovery there from 720 Polyshot, but the input didn't come out correctly, and he just ended up dodging to the side and throwing out a Sair. You know that's going to stink. He could have the stock right now. We've seen how hard it's been for him to find the KOs, but this gives Blue a chance to get more damage, and I like what you were talking about before, where, like, Blue's been taking a while to find the KOs as well, but I think Blue has also just been perfectly comfortable with that. Like, there are moments where he could very easily just go for like a D-Light recovery or D-Light Sair, and he just goes for N-Light because it's quicker and just wants to get the damage, because it's so much harder, it seems, for 720 Polyshot to find these KOs that, I mean, look at this. He's 3 stocks, and I still don't even know if Polyshot will be able to find the KO here.
Now, even though that second stock, it's not like the play is super lights out right now. It's not overwhelming. It's not the craziest thing we've ever seen, but the pace did quicken a significant amount. It went from a 1.5 minute KO to a 1 minute KO. That's a huge increase in time there that Blue found that stock. So you're seeing the pace quicken as Blue is finding this lead, finding, I don't want to say more confidence because I'm sure Blue is already confident. Polyshot, though, he has to be worried, man. All of these hits he's finding that aren't KOing yet has to be so brutal on the mental.
Yeah, because at this point, you should start... Oh, okay, I was about to say, I was like, you should have just N-Sig out the gate there instead of giving him the chance to dodge, but managed to find the N-Sig anyway. But when you get that falling Sair and your opponent's in barbecue and they still don't get KO'd, you're just like, man, I just need something right now. Give me something, Lord, please. But 720 Polyshot, he's trying to make it happen here. And now, granted, we haven't seen like a crazy Gimp yet, but Scythe is perfectly capable of getting those quick KOs if the stars align. Will they align for Polyshot here, though? Might be too late.
Scythe in his hand. You're seeing Blue get kind of transported by Polyshot from the right side of the stage all the way over to the left side. Poly's finding some good entries. Oh, no. Doesn't quite have the right punish there for that Insig that came out from Blue. One of the easier to punish signatures. Might have been just a little bit too far away to find exactly where to go after that. Finding some gauntlet damage. We're seeing Blue a little bit on the defensive here. Polyshot is not taking too much damage since Blue has kind of come in on this second stock. He is in the red, but here recently hasn't taken a lot of damage for an extended period of time, and he's put out quite a bit of damage. Finds the KO, has to play near flawless if he wants to come out of this game on top.
We're looking lively right now. Hold on, this might be a chance here. Now, do you want to go off stage with the Blue? You have a Scythe. This could work out for you, but you have to make the plays immaculately here And we're getting to the point where like even a raw recovery might be enough to KO. You see Blue goes for it right there, trying to catch the movement from Polyshot. You can see he's very, very much so trying to bide his moments here as to when he wants to go in, gets punished by Neutralite. He can take a couple more of those, but Blue is perfectly fine just doing it over and over until it kills.
Even that Neutralite all the way on the right side of the stage. That Neutralite's going to KO for sure. It was all the way on the left, sending to the left to the closest blast zone. 639 damage. We're going to round that up to 640. We're going to throw 5 on it to make the math easier for my small brain. That is 215 damage on average per stock when you have a sword that has D-Light recovery, D-Light Sair, you have a hammer that has all the kill potential in the world. So even though Blue comes out on top here with a 3-1 victory, I am worried going into those next games. He is at home playing slowly. He has no problem doing that, but even so, those damage numbers, that's scaring me for the future of Blue in this bracket.
Yeah, I'm sweating right there with you, brother. Cause I'm like, ooh, you know, definitely that hits kind of hard. You're thinking like, oh man, like I really did, like, cause what 150 is around, I want to say kind of like the average